I'll just call him when I see him. All right. All right. Okay, so I'm going to admit everyone.
Morning, Doug.
Good morning, Deputy Butler. How are you this morning?
We're doing good, doing good.
All right. All right. Okay, looks like everybody's in. Okay, good morning, everyone. We were having some technical problems, unfortunately, but we are now on Zoom. I'm not sure we'll be able to do our pleas today because Adobe Sign is down apparently throughout the courthouse, not just us. At any rate, we're going to go ahead and get started on our docket. And I'm going to call Mr. Michael Billibo first.
Yes, Your Honor. I have Ruby Ann Cantu. She is on. This is two MTRs. She was supposed to just try to get a couple classes done, but there was a communication breakdown between her and I. I would just like one last reset so she can finish what she needs to do, and then we should be fine.
Let's come back February 7 on that, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
And that's the only thing you have, Mr. Billibo?
That's it. So may I and my client be excused, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
I
Linda
have a counselor
Corley.
in the courtroom, Judge.
I'm sorry, Deputy Butler.
I have a counselor in the courtroom. It'll probably be pretty quick for you.
All right, and who is that, please?
It's going to be Alberto Rodriguez representing
All right.
Victor Hernandez.
Okay.
Case number 646987, page 3.
All right. So, Mr. Rodriguez, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you today?
I am fine.
And your client, Mr. Victor Gomez, is that what I heard?
Victor Manuel Hernandez.
Hernandez, okay.
Hernandez, yes.
And is he in the courtroom too, or is he here on Zoom?
No, he's in fugitive status.
Okay,
I believe he's from Kerrville, so
okay.
I have not seen him in several
right.
times. So
So you haven't
I'm
had
sure
any
the warrant's
contact
been
with
issued.
him, right?
Excuse me?
You haven't had any contact with him?
No, he does not contact me.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll just, does he, all right, so we'll just go ahead and issue a bond forfeiture.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. You have a good day.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Did I get Linda Corley?
Not yet, Judge, but I'm here.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. I do have two clients this morning. I would like to talk with the prosecutor. One, I need some additional discovery, and the other, I just need to discuss with the. I believe we're on page 5. It's excuse me, Andrew Zuniga,
Okay.
657947,
Okay.
and Xavier Edwards, 666800.
All right. We'll mark you conferring, Miss Corley. And are they both here?
I did send them the link. I see Andrew. I'm looking for Xavier. I see both of them. Yes.
Okay,
They are
great.
both here.
I'm going to mark them both present. Thank you. You'll be getting
Thank you,
that
Judge.
breakout room momentarily, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. James Seeloff. James Seeloff. All right.
Yes, Your Honor. I have Adela Castillo. She's on page 4 of your docket.
Okay.
Um,
Is she present?
yeah, she should be present. I gave her the number.
I see her.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I need to talk to the DA. I
All
guess I
right.
talked to Miss Sanchez at one time, and I sent an email to Jeff King, which was unanswered.
Okay,
So,
well,
whatever.
okay. You can just go ahead and update that right now. Maybe something happened to it in transit. I never know. My stuff always disappears in cyberspace, so, okay. You'll get a breakout room any second, okay?
I got it. Thank you,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
Thank you. David Garcia.
Morning, Judge. I believe I have two different clients today.
All right,
The first one's Jesus Moreno, page 5 of 8. He's got two cases in your court, UCW and failure to ID, but he
okay,
has a felony case in the 290th.
okay.
So there's really nothing we can do on these
All
two,
right. Are you
Judge.
the attorney on the felony?
I am, Judge.
Okay, let's reset that to February 16, okay?
No problem. And then the other case is Jesus Juarez, and that's on page 4 of 5, Judge. But I think we've taken care of him in jail court.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just go ahead and reset him to February 16, and in the meantime, our docket will probably update, just so we don't have any.
Awesome, Judge. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Take care.
Happy holidays.
And Mr. Moreno and Mr. Juarez are free to go if they are present. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Chad Van Brunt.
I'm present, Your Honor, and Mr. Guzman is here. We have Eli Guzman. It's 650108, page 3.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Your Honor, we have everything pretty much in place. We have an offer from the state. When we left, it was back in August. We had the standing order for breath discovery, which we served on the DA, and we served it to a man named, I think his name is Kristen Laurie, I want to say.
Yes.
We weren't followed back up on it yet. We were looking at the file, just returning. I've been out for about 90 days with 2 broken arms.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it was not fun, but I'm kind of backed up. But we looked at the file yesterday, and we see that the response, they haven't let us know if we need to pay. Because normally you pay once they have it ready with the disc. We haven't received that yet. We followed up yesterday, and we're awaiting a response. I think that if I can get that completed, just one more reset, then we'll know, the offer's in, there's not much to discuss. I just need to get the discovery completed, and then I'm ready to help my client make a decision.
I'll reset that to February 7, but I think you should go into a breakout room and make sure that they know that you're waiting for that, because they get really, really busy. So
Sure.
just remind them, and then you can leave from the breakout room, okay?
No problem, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right, so Mr. Guzman can log off at this time.
Okay, I'll let him know. Thank you.
Thank you. David Christian,
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
good morning.
Good morning to you. I have a few clients for you. Most of them wrongfully accused, Judge, but we're working through that.
Okay.
Christian Mendez is on the Zoom.
Okay.
Gloria Monreal
Okay.
is on the Zoom. And last but not least, Robert Jerkovic is on the Zoom. Judge, I'd love to confer. I'd like to wait just go in the breakout room and wait. But if I could get those February 7th dates, that would be great for my clients so they can be excused. They're all
Yes.
working folks. And then I'll
Okay.
stick around and confer with Ms. Sanchez or Mr. Bosis.
I'm going to grant your request. I'm going to excuse Mr. Mendez, Ms. Monreal, and Mr. Jerkovic. You all are welcome to log off at this time. Stay in touch with your lawyer, okay? And we're resetting this to February 7th so that you will know when to come back, okay?
Okay,
So
thank you.
You will get a breakout room momentarily, Mr. Christian, okay?
Thank you. I just got it. I'm headed over there.
Great, thank you. Rick Ramos.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have 2 clients for you. They're both present. I have Mr. Cliff Garcia and Javier Solis. I believe Mr. Garcia is under Cliff and Javier Solis is under iPhone 13 Pro Max, Judge.
Great, I'll mark them both present. What do we want to do on this, Mr. Ramos?
Well, Your Honor, I think the easiest one's going to be Mr. Garcia. We're going to need a trial setting on this matter, so we
Okay.
can get a reset for that. And for Mr. Solis, we've got an issue. I'm not sure how the court wants to take it up, but we have not received breath discovery. And I believe that order has been on file with the court since July of this year.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to meet with one of the ADAs and remind them that you're still waiting for that. Because I think that actually gets you quicker action than waiting for them to see it on their paperwork.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm going to reset Cliff Garcia for trial February 14. And Mr. Solis, let's reset that for February 7. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just make it February 14 also.
Thank you, Your Honor. May they both be excused while I
They
wait?
may both be excused, and you're welcome to log off at this time. Just stay in touch with your lawyer, okay? Thank you.
sir. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Señor García, señor Solís, ya te puedes quitar. Ahorita te hablo. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Marshall White.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. White.
Judge, I got a couple of clients on the docket this morning. One individual, Brian Romero, he has 2 cases, Judge. He's on page 5 on the docket, 665-539 and 665-540. I would like to confer on that case. And then I have Fernando Alvarado. He's also on page 5 of the docket, 665-503. I'd like to confer on his case as well. Your Honor, taking a page out of Mr. Christian's book, and in light of what you said about no pleas being taken this morning, may those gentlemen be excused?
Yes, sir. Mr. Romero and Mr. Alvarado, you are both excused, and you are welcome to log off at this time. Stay in touch with your lawyer. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. White, you will be getting that breakout room momentarily, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Anton Hayek.
Isn't ready, Your Honor. I'm not quite sure how many people I have on your docket. I believe I have a Raymond Stout, a Fred Perez, and maybe a Jonathan Sanchez. I know Jonathan's on, and Raymond's having problems, but he keeps going on and off.
I'm here.
All right, thank you, Mr. That was Mr. Stout that just said he was here?
I was trying
Yes,
to
ma'am.
miss that. And I haven't heard from Fred Perez.
All right.
Jonathan Sanchez is on. Sorry, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez, I have marked you present. Mr. Bettis, Fred Bettis, are you here? Fred Bettis? All right, will you give him a call, Mr. Hayek, so we can make sure he gets in and gets counted present? In the meantime, you will be getting a breakout room, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Brian O'Donnell. Okay, we'll come back to Mr. O'Donnell. Ray Lopez.
Morning, Judge. I'm here for Tanya Gilmore. She's also present on the Zoom.
Thank you.
I know it's set for an MTR today. She has a felony pending out of, I believe, that resulted in the MTR, which I represent her on, and the 227th.
Okay.
We're still waiting for a court date on that one.
All right, we'll reset that to February 16, Mr. Lopez.
Okay.
And because you were the attorney on the felony, you said, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so you and Miss Gilmore are excused and may log off at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You too. All right, let me see.
I have a
Marshall
Mr.
White, did
Schaefer in
you
the
get
courtroom too.
that breakout room, Mr. White? Marshall White?
Yes, Judge, I just noticed I got that breakout. I'm joining right now.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. All right, thank you. Ron Zimmerman.
Yes, Judge, I represent Yvonne Aponte, and she is located on page 6, about two cases down from the top on page 6.
Is that Yvonne Aponte that's listed just as Yvonne? Would you
No,
please
I believe
answer?
it. I believe it does have her last name on there, Judge.
Oh, you see her last name?
Yes.
Okay, because I see Yvonne not joined. Okay. All right, well, I'll mark you present.
Okay,
Um,
yes, Judge. If I could speak to the state on this, I've been in contact with Mr. Lowry, but he's in a different court now. And apparently I was also with Brett Is it Bose?
Moses, yeah.
Bosis,
Yeah.
concerning this case, and he's moved on apparently.
Oh,
So
no.
I need to speak to a prosecutor. I was thinking that we might get this dismissed, but I seem to keep jumping from prosecutor to prosecutor to prosecutor. So
Yeah, well, I feel the same as you. I wish that we could keep them with, longer, but okay, so we'll go ahead and put you in a breakout room, okay, Mr. Zimmerman?
thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. All right, Brenda Livingston.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here. My client's name is Dominique Armour. It's the next to the last case on page 4.
Okay.
He's picked up 3 new cases, including a felony.
Oh, okay.
And your docket lists him as on bond, but he's in custody.
He was in custody, all right. And are you the attorney on the felony?
Yes.
Okay. We'll reset that to February 16.
Okay.
Okay, and you're welcome to confer if you wish, but and read from.
I have 5 other Zooms I have to go back to.
I think you probably want to go on. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Levinstein. You
Yeah.
take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Cornelius Cox. Okay, we'll come back.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Yes, sir. All right.
Adrian Berman, 658650.
Okay.
I'd like to confer with a prosecutor if I can, Judge.
All right. And is Mr. Berman here? Adrian Berman?
He is in the courtroom.
He's in the courtroom. Thank you, Deputy Butler. Okay, marking him present. I'll put you in a breakout room, Mr. Cox, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Paul Acevedo.
Yes, Judge, I'm present. I have a Zachary Reyes on your docket.
All right.
If I can get in line to speak to the prosecutor if possible.
Okay.
And then Mr. Reyes is here in my office.
All right, great. Yeah, you'll get a breakout room momentarily, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Linda Corley, did you have a chance to confer?
Yes, Your Honor, and they're going to be sending me offers on both cases in addition to looking into the additional discovery that we need. May we get a reset on both of those?
Yes. Will February 7 work for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's it then. Thank you very much.
And Judge, will that be on Zoom or is that going to be in person?
It'll be on Zoom still.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I love Zoom, Judge.
Oh, well, you know, it's sort of a love-hate relationship with
Yes.
me because it's not always reliable when we're trying to get our stuff together. So.
Yes, I know it is, but there's no system that's perfect, definitely. But I appreciate it. I will get this to my clients. May we all be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Have a great
Okay.
day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Catherine Valenzuela.
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize. I was in the 187th. I have a few people on the docket. I have Yvonne Cisneros, page 1. I think she's number 7.
Okay.
We'd like to confer.
All right.
She has Robert Lattis.
Robert Lattis. Okay.
He's on page 1. He's the last one, and then he's on a lot of page 2. Okay. I know Miss Cisneros is on. I am not sure about Mr. Lattis.
I don't see his name on the list of participants. Mr. Robert Lattis, are you here, sir? Can you please speak up so I can mark you present? Okay. Can you give him a call, Miss Valenzuela, so he can come in? Just to
Yes,
make
sure.
sure. Okay. And your third one?
Okay, it's on page 4 and it's number 7. Vicente Soto Juarez.
Okay.
And I've had difficulty getting in touch with him. I contacted pretrial and they had difficulty, so I don't know if he's on.
Vicente Soto Juarez, are you here? Vicente Soto Juarez, please say something. Okay, well, if you have a good phone number for him, will you try to get a hold of him?
I will do that, Your Honor.
All right. Do you want to confer in the meantime?
And I have one more, Your Honor, and I would want to confer.
Okay.
Okay, and this is Nicholas Gomez, and Nicholas should be on. And it's page 6, number 7.
Nicholas Gomez, are you here? Nicolas Gomez, are you here? Well,
Docket says Guzman, Judge.
Yeah.
Oh,
CP
Guzman, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
No, you're good.
I wrote down Gomez.
Yeah,
I think I probably said it wrong, Your Honor.
Mr. Guzman. Okay, I see you, sir. All right. I just wanted to mark you present. All right. Do you want me to excuse whoever is here, Ms. Valenzuela, while you confer?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So Ivan Cisneros, I think, is here, right?
Yes, she should be, Your Honor.
All right. And
Mr.
Nicolas Guzman is here. So I'm going to excuse those two people. You all are welcome to leave and stay in touch with your lawyer, okay?
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. You too. Okay. We're going to move on to the next one, and that is Mr. Seeloff. Did you have a chance to confer?
Yes, Your Honor. We probably have a plea bargain, but since you announced that we can't do plea papers today, could you reset it? And also send me back over to Ms. Sanchez so I can tell her that we're going to accept it, and then she can email me the paperwork.
And if you want to start on that plea paperwork, I don't know if our Adobe sign is fixed or not, but if you want to come back on Friday, we'll just go ahead and do a plea docket on Friday.
Okay, at what time, Judge?
10 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
And after I talk with Ms. Sanchez, can my client and I be excused?
Yes, sir. So I'm just going to mark here. I'm going to reset it to February 2nd, but if you want to come in on Friday, we will be here taking pleas, okay?
Okay, will I get a ID number so I can, pardon?
Yeah. You want to
Thank
get
you.
an invite for that?
Yes, please.
Yes,
And if I can talk to Ms. Sanchez to tell her that we have a plea. I see on my screen that I'm invited to go back to my client. I don't want to go back to her right now.
Yeah, go back. Let me see where you are in let's see, you are in room 4, and Ms. Sanchez is in room 7. I'm going to send you to room, well, it'll have to be, she's already talking to someone else. That's the problem. It would be room 12, but probably it'll be another half hour or so, but if you can do other work while you're waiting for her, it'd be to your advantage.
Yeah, I wish I could.
Okay,
but-
so Mr. Seeloff, what about this? Why don't you just send her an email telling her that you all want to do this plea on Friday? And
okay.
Yeah, she should send you that plea paperwork. She will need your client's email address
Yes,
also.
I have that. Thank
Okay.
you very much. May I and my client be excused now?
Yes, sir. You have a great day. Thank you.
We'll see you on Friday.
All righty.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Rick Ramos, did you have a chance to confer?
I did, Your Honor. I spoke with Mr. King. He was going to look into the matter, and he said he'd get back to me by the end of today.
Okay.
I did have one matter for the court, Your Honor. I was noticing my calendar for February 14th. I will be out of state that day. I was wondering if we could change that either to the February 9th date or just a few days after that.
Okay, we could try the 16th. Will that work?
Let me just look at that. I should be back by then. Yes, that would work.
Would it be for a trial?
Is that for a trial? I'm sorry.
Only one of them was, Judge, just
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Garcia, not Mr. Solis.
Okay, so the trial should actually be
The 18th, Your Honor?
the 18th of February?
Would that be good, Mr.?
That works for me. Yes, thank you, Lita.
Okay, so it's February 18?
Yes. Can
Okay.
we move both of them, Your Honor, Mr. Garcia and Mr. Solis?
We'll have them both on the 18th.
Thank you, and I will notify them right now, Judge.
Okay, great. All right, you have a great day, Mr. Ramos. Thank
Thank you. You too, Judge. Bye-bye, Leila.
Okay, so, Brian O'Donnell.
Morning, Your Honor. I apologize. I was in different courts. I'm here today for Mr. DeAndre Townsend. He's on page 4, case number 658-229. I don't see him on the Zoom. We were already sent the pretrial diversion contract, and I have discussed it with my client, but he had some questions. I was hoping to go into a breakout room with him today, but I don't see him, Your Honor.
Maybe he had trouble getting on. DeAndre Thompson, are you here? If you are, please say something so we can acknowledge you. Okay, so do you want to? So he's set for PTD.
Yes, Your Honor. We already have the contract, but he hasn't signed it. If I could pass the case briefly and try to contact him, Your Honor. Would I be able to do that maybe?
Yes, you will. Let's come back on February 7 on that, okay?
2-7.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, Mr. O'Donnell, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Vanessa Garcia?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I am here on Mr. Eimer Gomez, cause number 663213 on page 5, and he is present today.
All right, thank you. I'll mark him present. What do you want to do on this today?
Your Honor, on this case, I am still working with him on some mitigation items that I would like to submit to the state. So we are just asking for more time to get that done.
All right, will February 7 work?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Actually, I believe I may have a conflict. No, February 7th is perfect.
Okay, great. All right, then you and Mr. Gomez, did I get that right, Gomez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are excused, and you have a great day. You can log off. Thanks.
Your Honor, I do have 2 other items on the docket.
Okay, not so fast, huh?
So one of them is on page 5 as well. It's Jesus Trevino Ramirez, cause number 665464. We filed a motion to withdraw and it was granted last week. So he is not present because we did not send it, but I did see my name on the docket. So I wanted to clarify that.
Okay, so that motion to withdraw is granted. All right, and we'll just reset that. And is Mr. Jesus Ramirez here?
I do not believe he received the Zoom link because I don't have updated contact information for him.
Okay, all right, so I guess I'll just reset it to February 7 and hopefully he will.
Your Honor, he did come in to the office and fill out an application.
Oh, okay. All right. What date did we give him to come back? Do you remember?
I believe it, let me confirm that. Let's see.
All right, and in the meantime, your third one is?
February 2nd, Your Honor, on that one.
February 2nd? Okay, we'll leave it at that. All right. And your next one, Ms. Garcia?
Your Honor, on the next one, it's a motion to amend bond conditions. So I don't know how the court would like me to approach on it. I've conferred with the state and they have no objections to it, aside from adding random UAs to the order. And so I did want to approach on this morning. It's not on the docket, but a violation report has been submitted in regards to this bond condition that the state and I are in agreement with. So I wouldn't want the defendant to have to, get her bond increased or get in trouble for something that we're in agreement to remove since she cannot afford it.
So what is her name?
Her name is Tanya Teal. The cause number is 674849.
Okay.
Currently, she has a scram device as part of her bond conditions. However, when she went to get the monitor installed and was given the fee price, she didn't have that money in her bank account. So they sent her home and filed a violation report.
Oh, okay. So she needs more time to install the scram device?
We're asking to have the condition of the scram device be removed because she currently doesn't have Wi-Fi. So she would have to go in person to the office every day to get the scram updated. She also has no car. So interlock, we weren't able to get that installed on any because she takes the bus to work. So we're asking, due to the fact that she financially can't afford it, and we've agreed with the state that maybe random UAs, and she's already on medication to prevent her from drinking, to remove the scram device from the conditions of bond.
Okay, so she's on antabuse or something else?
I believe the name of the medication is naltrexone.
Okay. All right. So then the state doesn't have any objection to removing the scram, and I guess we'll need an affidavit of non-ownership or non-driving for the car.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you need that even though there's no condition of interlock on her bond conditions?
Yeah, well, you mentioned the car, and so that made me think that, I mean, I guess my question really is, and I'm not looking at my docket, is this a DWI first?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, so we'll just go ahead and remove the scram, and random UAs will be what will be substituted. So I like when these motions are submitted in a PDF or an Adobe sign. And if there's a paragraph added that I can add things, like if I want to add the fact that she's on miltradexone, whatever that's called, if I wanted to add that, that would continue. It would give me an opportunity. But so
I can forward the motion that I e-filed to Elena, and she can, whenever the Adobe sign gets back up and running, create. I know she creates that usually, and then
right,
it gets signed off.
Right, but okay, that'll be fine. It's just that she is slammed with work, so.
Or I can fill it to you directly, Judge, as well, if that's.
Yeah, no. The point is that if you have someone in your office that can do Adobe Sign, it would just be much easier on the court if you could submit it in Adobe Sign. That would just make it so much easier for all of us. But
okay.
if you don't, well, that's that's fine. We'll go ahead and do it. But it's just that we are really slammed with little details like that. So.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand. I'll see if anyone here can do that, and that way it makes it easier on the court. I really appreciate your time, Your Honor. And in regards to the violation report, will that?
Yeah, I will. They will need to get a copy of my removing the scram condition, so that should go away.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
So I'm making myself a note to sign the order, okay? So we've already had our little hearing, so that I know everybody's on the same page.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. We took care of everything, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, you have a great day, Miss Garcia, and it's Mr. Gomez and Mr. Ramirez. Oh, I reset that to February 2nd, Mr. Ramirez. Let me reset Mr. Gomez to February 7, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And what about Tanya Teal? She already has a reset. Okay.
Yes.
That should take care of it. Thank you, Miss Garcia. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay.
We all done with Moreno?
Okay, who's your lawyer, sir? Mr. Moreno?
This is Bailiff Lopez at the annex. We have an inmate, Moreno. He said he was done. We just want to clarify it with you.
Yeah, that was with David Garcia, if I'm not mistaken, Your Honor, and
yeah.
you had reset that case to February 16th.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, let me see. Mr. White, did you have a chance to confer?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. I have a report for you. Judge, Mr. King was very helpful. I'm going to convey some offers, at least one offer, and he's going to provide me with another offer probably sometime this afternoon or tomorrow on Mr. Romero. So, Judge, I want to get both of those individuals set on the same day if I could.
Okay. February 7, will that work?
That would work for me, Judge. And now we might now. I just like to say if we come to an agreement and can we set them for a plea earlier than that?
Absolutely. The minute you have all your paperwork done, just let us know and we'll bring you in. Okay.
That sounds wonderful, Judge. I hope you have a happy holiday season and see you guys, as soon as when necessary.
Thank you, Mr. White. It's always good to see you. You take care.
You
And
too.
so
Bye.
your clients are excused and you can log off at this time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Hayek, did you have a chance to confer?
I've had a chance to confer, and we didn't resolve much of anything on Fred Parrish, Your Honor. 642828. He has 2 to 3 felonies pending, and the ADA said, let's not do anything.
Right. Okay.
I certainly understand that. He hadn't been very helpful.
So, let me see.
Sorry.
Are you, you're not the attorney on his felonies, are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I'm going to reset that case to February 16.
Okay.
Okay, all right. And so what about Mr. Stout and Mr. Sanchez?
Mr. Stout, this is the 3rd time we've come, and the DA has not been able to furnish a restitution figure, which I assume will resolve this case. It's not that big of a deal. He threw an object at a car.
So, I don't know. Do you need to do a motion of some kind? I don't know.
No, well, I don't know what I do. Motion to demand discovery of favorable I've never had, well, I tell you, I've had other problems because it seems like a lot of companies don't want to tell you what the restitution was. So I just asked that you reset it sometime. If you want to do it in February 16th, that's fine.
No, I'm going to reset Mr. Stout and Mr. Sanchez to February 7, okay? Will that work? And then since Mr. Pettis has the felonies pending, he will come back February 16.
All right, let me check the 7th right now.
Okay.
Because I don't know if it matters what I do. February 7th is excellent, Your Honor.
Okay, great.
Mr. Sanchez, they're going to send me an offer and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Mr. Sanchez and Mr. Stout are excused. And you did not, is Mr. Pettis here? He wasn't here.
No,
when
I don't
called
believe so.
earlier, right?
I don't believe so.
Do you have a good contact number for him?
No, we don't.
Okay, so I'm tempted to do a bond forfeiture. Has he been here before?
I can't say. I don't believe so. That's one reason why we have such little information.
Well,
but I mean, if you're going to forfeit his bond and not resolve it because of felonies, that's sort of a oxymoron.
All right, so you're asking me not to do a bond forfeiture.
I'm asking you not to do a bond forfeiture.
All right, we'll leave it at February 16.
But
okay.
Thank you so very much. Maybe excuse Your Honor.
Yes, sir. You have a great day. Thank you.
Okay.
Might be excused, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. Who's talking?
Stout.
Oh, yes, sir. You are excused, sir, and you can log off at this time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge, my approach.
Who is this?
This is Paul Acevedo.
Yes, sir.
Judge, I just came out of the breakout room with Mr. King.
Yes.
We conferred. He's going to need a little opportunity to review the file. And if I could get another setting on this case.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead. How about February 7? Will that work?
That's perfect for me.
Great. Okay. So, Mr. Reyes and you can log off at this time. Thank you.
Judge, I appreciate you. Have a happy holiday if I don't see you.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. John Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I have Oscar Carrion on the docket today. We're going to go ahead and set for trial, Your Honor.
Okay, that will be, I'll tell you in a second.
I have conferred with
February 14 is the date for trial.
February 14th. I'll mark it down right now, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Carrion is here?
All right.
Oscar Carrion, yes, he is.
Yes,
okay.
Your Honor.
So I'm going to
May we be excused?
Yes, sir. You all are welcome to log off. Have a great day. Thank you.
Okay, you have a good holiday. Bye.
Thank you. You too. Catherine Valenzuela, did you have a chance to confer?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. And Mr. Lattis should be logging on.
Okay.
We did find him and contact him. He wasn't here when I came in.
Great. Thank you.
So I still don't have contact with one of mine, but Your Honor, I'm set for tomorrow. So can I get him here tomorrow
Yeah.
just so you can, okay. So
That
I've
would be fine.
conferred on all the 4 I had. Do you need me to?
No,
tell
do you
them?
want to come back on February 7th on all of them?
Yes, Your Honor, that would be
Except-
wonderful.
Yeah, and then Mr. Waters will give him the same setting tomorrow. I'd just like to see him.
I understand, Your Honor, and I would like to find him too.
All right, great. Thank you, Ms.
All right.
Valenzuela.
Oh, no, and I apologize for being late again, Your Honor.
No,
Thank
don't
you.
worry. I understand. Thank you.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes,
This is
Ms.
Linda
Corley?
Corley.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Your Honor, I had forgotten to ask you on the Andrew Zuniga case, the 657947 on page 5, I believe is, yeah, page 5. He's called and I talked with his mom. He was at a family gathering and he was exposed to COVID. It turns out he's having symptoms. He did go have a test. We're waiting for the results to come back, but he was ordered to go do a drug test today after court. I don't know that that's a good idea till we find out if he's positive. So I just wanted to find out if the judge, if you could order that the drug test be postponed until we get the results.
Shoot me an order saying that so I can get it in writing and get it over to them?
Yes, Your Honor, I can do that this morning.
Yeah, no, we don't want anybody exposed any further, so.
Okay. I'll get that to you this morning, Judge.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let me see. Mr. Ron Zimmerman, have you had a chance to confer?
Yes, Judge, I spoke to ADA Karina Sanchez, and the state has agreed to dismiss the case.
Oh, wow, that's good work, huh? Okay, Mr. Zimmerman, thank you very much. So
All right.
Ms. Aponte is excused and y'all can log off. Take care.
All right, thank you, Judge. Oh, Judge, she's not present today.
Okay, do you know what happened?
But she was last I was aware of, she was in a Josephine Recovery Center.
Oh, okay. All right, well, that's a good excuse. Okay. And this is being dismissed, so no point in doing anything further.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right. If I may be excused.
Yes, sir. Have a great day.
All right.
Thank
You too. Have a good Christmas. Wait, no, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. So
we'll wish each other good Christmas tomorrow.
all right. All right. We can do that tomorrow. All right. Thank you,
All right,
Judge.
thank you. Cornelius Cox.
Ma'am, Judge, is it any way, I think my client is in the courtroom.
Oh,
Is there any way that I can talk to him in a breakout room?
Yes, sir. There sure is. Let me see. I'm looking to see. I called you earlier, and here it is. You're here on Mr. Is that Andres?
It's like it's Adrian.
Adrian. Okay.
Adrian Baruman, sir. Adrian Baruman. He's right here, Judge. Case number 658650.
Okay, great. All right. So Mr. Cox would like to confer with him in a breakout room. We can arrange that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Take care of it right now.
All right. Thank you. All right. So, George Schaefer is in the courtroom.
He was earlier, Your Honor, and wanted to see about a client is coming in to fill out paperwork for a plea. And if they have it ready, I can try to send it. I'm gonna try to send you something, see if it works, that Adobe.
All right. I'm going to see if I can get there and see if that's going to react the right way. Okay. working?
Your Honor, and I think you took care of Mr. Armour's case for Brenda Levenstein's.
Well, let me see. Yeah, no, I did not. Yeah, I reset it to February 16.
And the gentleman is still in custody. He's still there.
Okay, Mr. Armour, well, let me come back because I can't see from here.
Yes, Judge, I'm still here. I'm just waiting for the conditions on my bond. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, sir. And your attorney is Miss Levenstein, and she was going to send me something, I think, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. So you want to wait until
Yes,
I get that? I mean, I
Actually, I just needed the details, and I could probably handle it.
Okay. Honestly, I don't think I wrote down. She said you have 3 new cases, including a felony, and that's all I wrote. And I reset this for February 16. Okay, so as far as bond conditions, I didn't write anything about that. So I think if you've got a felony pending, that maybe it's going to be a bit of complication to do anything on your bond. But I'm just assuming. I don't have any details, so you just need to stay in touch with your lawyer. That's all I can tell you. Do you have her phone number to call her?
No, Judge, but I don't have any priors before this case, so I was just hoping I
I'll
could
tell
get a
you
bond
what,
today.
Mr. Armour. Well, let's see if we can invite her back. Everybody's very, very busy, but we will try that because I don't have any notes about the bonds, so you can talk to her if she can come back. She may be in another court. We don't know, but
Thank you,
we'll
Judge.
try it. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Judge, I've already prepared the order for you and I've sent it to Aleda.
Yeah, actually, I was going there when Aleda brought to my attention that Mr. Armour was still here, although his case has been reset. I'm going to go back to the Adobe sign and see if I can find it so that I can get that done.
Okay, Judge. Do I need, well, Mr. Catarusa's right there, I think.
Okay, let me see if I can find it. You know what? Give me the I'm sure you gave me the cause number earlier, but it'll just make it easier for me if I have it again.
All right, let me double check that real quick.
That way I can look for it.
Yeah, no, I just got it. I'm fixing to send it, Judge.
Oh, okay, so what's the cause number on it, Aleda, so I can look for it when it's finally sent? Aleda.
Sorry,
Oh,
Judge.
for Catarusa, Judge, it's going to be 644.
571.
Okay, now I've got 2 people. 644
571.
571. Okay, great. Okay, thank you. I can look for it here.
And I'm just fixing it to send it.
Okay, so it's not here yet.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not. It's in the making.
Okay.
Sorry, Aleda.
It's okay. I was muted.
If there's any way I can speak to a prosecutor, Judge.
Okay, is this Mr. Cox?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm at another screen and I can't see who's in the courtroom right now. Let me come back. Excuse me a second.
I just put him in a room.
Okay. All right, so You wanted to, Mr. Cox? Where's
I
Mr.
put him in a room
Cox?
already, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, great, thanks. All right, so I'm going to go back to another screen. Let me see, Mr. Grancy, you are here on who, sir?
Yes, I'm here on Cassandra Lopez. And she should be just logging on. We had the wrong link. We had one for tomorrow. So
Oh,
that's why we're getting on late.
okay, yeah, that has happened to me where I've gone to the wrong one, or I've gotten the wrong one. Okay, so, and so Ms. Lopez is here, right?
She might be just logging on. We just got it, Your Honor.
Okay, all right.
I did talk to her just 5 minutes ago.
Okay, I'll mark her present. What would you want to do on this?
Well, you know, I thought we had a deal all worked out, and I sent the DA per email and so forth, but we never got any paperwork.
Yeah, actually, if you do try it again, can you just send an email? Who did you talk to? Ms. Sanchez, do you remember?
I would have to pull it up.
Why don't you just send it to Ms. Sanchez? Send an email to Ms. Sanchez, giving the name of your client and the cause number and Ms. Lopez's email address.
Yeah.
And you should be getting that back within like 15, 20 minutes.
Well, hold on. I was going to look because I did.
Judge, I have the email. Did you want to try and get this plea done today?
Well, I don't know if we can. I really need to go over everything with my client. It's been quite a while. You know, we could probably, if you could get it to me, I could try going over with it, whether she feels comfortable just doing it that way. I'll have to, you know.
You can go in a breakout room with her right now if you want to, or I can reset it and you can have time to go over it with her. So you want the plea paperwork so that you can review it with her so that she'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you send that plea paperwork to him, Ms.
Judge, I need to go into a breakout room with him because I wasn't the one who originally gave the offer. So I just need to verify what the offer is to make sure that we're good to go. But I will send that paperwork as soon as I'm able to.
Okay.
Okay, so if I go to breakout room, I
Yeah,
guess.
we'll
Okay,
both
thank
keep
you.
conferring. Okay, you'll get a breakout
Okay.
room in a second. Okay, great. All right. Now I am going to take a 5-minute break so that I can actually.
Your Honor, I think Mr. Schaefer's already back.
Mr. Schaefer, good morning, sir. Oh, I don't hear you. What is wrong? Deputy Butler, can you help Mr. Schaefer?
I haven't punched the green button.
Okay, now that magic worked. Okay.
Judge, I have a case that was on last week's docket.
Okay.
My client is here today in present. He signed his paperwork. We had an offer from Rodney King. He's got 3 cases to plead on, 1 evading, and the other 2 will be dismissed.
Okay. Okay, so you wanted to do that today?
Yes, please, since
right.
he's driven in from out of town.
Okay, so and you've already gone over the paperwork with him, or do you need to do that right now?
No, Your Honor, I've gone over the paperwork with him. I just need Rodney to tell us the case number he wants us to plead on because he's got 2 evadings.
Okay, so probably, who was the prosecutor you talked to? Was that Ms. Sanchez or Mr.
It was
Sanchez?
Mr. King.
Mr. King, okay, great. Basically, I need to know, so do you want to talk to Mr. King before we do the plea, or all you need is the cause number, or what?
All I need is the cause number, Judge.
Okay, let me find it for you. 1 second.
I have the cause numbers here on all of his cases.
Oh, but you want to know which one we're pleading on. Okay.
Yeah,
So, okay.
661036 is the case number I have.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to go in a breakout room with Mr. King, and you can do it from the courtroom. That way he can get it from his notes because he probably doesn't remember. Okay.
Very well.
All right, great. Thank you. All right, now I am going to take a break and find that paperwork. 1 second.
Mr. Acevedo, the judge will be with you shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm back. Mr. Ernest Acevedo, good morning.
Morning, Judge.
How can I help you?
I'm here on Miss Juliana Silvas. If there's a prosecutor, I'd like to confer. If not, I'd like a short reset where I can confer by email as well. And I wanted to look into DWI court eligibility and probably need a little bit of time for that.
Okay, let me see how things are right now. Well, it looks like you might be able to confer right now because I see that everyone seems to be already lined up and addressed. So I'll go ahead and put you in a breakout room, Mr. Acevedo. And Ms. Silvas, I saw she was here.
She is here, Judge.
Do you want me to excuse her so she can go on to do whatever else she needs to do?
That would be great, Judge. I will need a reset no matter what, but I do want to inquire into the DWI court options.
Let me reset this to February 7. And so, Ms. Silvas, you're excused, ma'am, and you can log off at this time. Your next court date is on February 7, okay? Just stay in touch with your lawyer, okay? So, Mr. Acevedo, I have given you a new reset date. So, after you finish conferring, you may just leave from the breakout room. You don't need to come back into court.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Trevino, I did sign that order. I don't know if you've gotten it yet, but...
I received it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. And good luck. I hope that works.
I hope it works too.
Let me know if it doesn't, so we'll try something else, okay?
Will do. Thank you, Judge.
Right. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Oh, Judge, has it been submitted on the system?
It's on the system, and it would go to the clerks just automatically.
And
they would be in line to get it.
It has been received by the clerk.
So you can get a copy from them, I guess, if you want to do that.
Well, I don't need a copy. I need the jail to get the copy to order his release.
Right. So I guess what you need to do is talk to Crystal or Crispin and let them know that you're going to contact the jail people so that they can refer to it when they call, or I don't know how you need to do it so that you can get the jail working on it.
Thank you, Judge. Will do.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right. You take care. Thanks.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay,
Judge?
Mr. Grancy.
Yes, they're getting out the paperwork and so forth for a plea.
Okay.
For me, I'm wondering if it'd be possible to schedule the plea like this Friday or next Monday.
Yeah, actually, we're going to do a plea docket this coming Friday.
That would work.
Okay, let's do that. And I don't know what is it. This 7th.
Is it what?
I'm trying to think what date Friday is. What is that, Aleda?
The 17th, I believe.
Okay, we'll see you on the 17th at 10 in the morning. Okay.
Sounds good. Okay.
All right, great. Thank you, Mr. Grancy. And so you and Miss Lopez can log off. Have a great day.
Judge, I just had a quick question, and maybe you don't recall. I think we're still waiting on a ruling on a hearing that we held on a. I'm drawing a blank. On what?
Hannah Harrison?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, this is my dilemma. I'm trying to get a copy of the real time. I just want a dirty copy so I can have all the information I listen to.
Yes.
Judge, I'll be getting that to you shortly.
Oh, okay.
I'll be getting that to you. I probably no later than tomorrow by noon.
Okay, great. Okay, so you'll be having your ruling, Mr. Grancy, by the end of this week. Okay.
That's fine. I just wanted to check.
Absolutely. No, you have waited for a while for it, but many things happened in the meantime, and so.
No, that's understandable. That's fine.
So, all right.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Grancy. Is there anything else?
No, that's it. Have a good day.
Okay. We see you on Friday, okay?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's my approach.
Yes, sir.
I know that it says Dominique Armour here.
Yes, sir.
And my name's Dominique Pouncey.
Oh, Well, let me see how it looks on the docket. And you're Miss Levenstein's client. Let's see if I can find that.
Six 262.
Thank you. 6628-662. Six six two eight.
Oops. Yeah. Page 4 at the bottom.
Okay. Thank you. Am I looking at the wrong docket? Page 4 at the bottom?
So this is Dominic Terrell Armour, and Brenda Livingston is the attorney. And that case was reset to February 16. That's on page 4.
Right, but I think he wanted to talk to her about a bond. So I'm just still not finding it. 662.
262.
Oh. 662. Oh, tell me again. What is it?
662 262.
Like I mentioned, my name is Dominique Pouncey.
Thompson.
Pouncey, not Armor.
Townsend.
Pouncey, Pouncey is my last name. Born January 17th, 1993.
I am not finding it anywhere. I don't understand.
Toun.
That's why at the beginning of the Zoom, I asked who my lawyer was.
Well, I requested a Dominic Armour Terrell.
But Ms. Levenstein is your lawyer, right?
Well, that's just it. He makes it seem like there's another, it must have been an error. So let me get his, if I may, get his date of birth.
Going to be January 17th, 1993. And I have my address if you need it.
Now, let me see.
Okay, thank you.
Like I had mentioned earlier, I don't have any priors, so I was like, what's going on?
January.
My name is Russell Allen Pierce.
1993.
Correct. Born in Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Let's see. Is that the way, did I spell your name right on the Touncey?
With a P, ma'am.
P-O.
Yeah. Pouncey.
Okay.
Aleda, do you want to go in the breakout room with Mr. Pouncey?
Please.
So you can go ahead and.
Let me put him in a breakout room, Your Honor.
All right.
Approach, Judge.
Mr. Cox?
Yes, ma'am. Judge, I have a possible plea with my client. He's in the courtroom, but my understanding is that we can't transfer paperwork if he's in the courtroom. The Dolby sign. That's what they're telling me.
It can get filled out and then
and then we can just scan it and
scan it
so
back
I can
to
see
you,
it.
Your Honor.
Yeah, we've done that before. Who's telling you we can't do it?
Well, the prosecutor said they didn't have the ability to. He would have to have an email address to get it done.
And
So
he's in the courtroom?
he's in the courtroom.
Oh, no, actually, well, the problem is you're not in the courtroom because they're not going to do it for him. They're not going to help him fill it out. So that's the problem. Okay, but I don't see why you can't go in a breakout room and help him fill it out. But
Okay.
then, how are you going to sign it? I guess, do we?
That's the issue, Judge. The issue
It'd have
is
to be
that
a PDF, right?
Yeah, it would be sent to Mr. Cox and I'll be carbon copied and I can try to download it here and have the client sign it and then scan it back to the judge to get it signed.
Yeah, because so
It'll be a process, but we can do it. We've done it before.
yeah,
it's a lot of additional steps, Judge. If we just had an email address, it would just shoot from one person to the other, and then we'd be able to pull it up and screen share it. If we do it the other way, you're going to have to print out the PDF. You're going to have the defendant have to sign it. You're going to have to scan it back into the court. You're going to have the court sign it as a PDF, not through Adobe Sign, because once that ends in Adobe Sign, it's done. The judge isn't going to be able to sign it. So you're going to have to sign the PDF format, and then you're going to have to print that out and then send it back to the court.
right. I know it is a lot of work, but we've done it already before.
So if it's, see, I don't know if he can get to a computer. If, I don't know, if it's, so you're saying that if I came to the courthouse, it's a lot simpler.
It's a lot simpler, yes, because you're there to go over it
I'm
with
sorry.
him. You're there to
Well-
go over it with him, and you can make sure everything is filled in, and then the clerk can just scan it and send it to all of us.
All right, but I don't know whether I can't do it. What time is it now? Is it close to 12?
It's 11:34.
Judge, I have an alternative method that I can speak to the court about after docket today to avoid these issues. I just don't think that method can be done today. So I'll do whatever
Okay.
the court wants to do.
I can reset it, Judge, or I can
Mr. Cox,
try to get down there. If y'all gonna stay for a little while, I could do it.
Cox, no.
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
going to have a plea docket this coming Friday at 10. If you can come to the court room and fill out all the paperwork, and then we can go ahead and scan it so I can, Aleda can put it in Adobe Sign, and I can sign it.
Okay. What about if they print it now? I came there, I filled it out with him, and then we did it. Can we do it on Friday? I can do it on Zoom then? Would that work? But I don't know if you're gonna hold over, if your people are gonna be around for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, actually, I had several things to do today. I have a judges meeting at noon,
Okay.
which I have not been able to attend for several months now because
All right.
we've run over.
See if my
so-
client, I'll see if he can get, maybe I could do it on the, I don't know if he has a smartphone. I can talk to him,
Yeah.
but I can do Friday.
But you know, Ms. Sanchez does have a point because we have done this in the past, but it's taken a really long time because even when the client has a smartphone, a lot of times they don't know the very last step, which requires them to click
Sure.
something like send or release, or I don't know what it's called. But, you know, we'll spend like an hour and a half trying to figure out why I didn't get it so I could send it.
All right. So
Okay, so
Tell me
Deputy
what-
Butler, are you saying that you can help Mr. Cox's client?
Yeah, he can sit here at this desk.
Okay,
but like I'm saying, Judge, if you're gonna go a little past 12, what I'll do, I can be to the courthouse in say 10 minutes.
okay.
And if you're gonna stay over there, I can do it that way, or not, I can just reset it for Friday. But if you're gonna be there for, it takes me about 10 minutes to get to the courthouse.
Yeah, well, okay.
So if that's not good, then
Here, Here till
I
I'm
think
not.
if you could go ahead and do that, Mr. Cox, go ahead and get
Yes,
the
ma'am.
paperwork done. Then we can do it on Friday, and you just pop in. We'll do it in 10 minutes, and then everybody will be on their way. Is your client in custody? Oh, you're muted again.
No, ma'am, he's in the courtroom.
Okay, all right. So yeah, that way it'll.
If they can hang, I'm on my way down, Judge. I'll be there
All
in
right.
10 minutes. All
All
right.
right. Thank you, Mr. Cox. We'll see you then. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Butler. But so if if you will just start helping Mr. Cox's client, that will be a big help.
Sure.
Thank you. All right. Pedro Antonio Ramirez Pavon. Who is your lawyer, sir? Can you unmute yourself?
Mande,
¿Quién es su abogado?
se llama Julia.
Julián, ¿qué?
¿La puedo contar, Julia?
No sé.
Es nomás tengo el nombre de Julia.
Okay. Aleda, do we have anything on Mr. Pedro Antonio Ramirez Pavon? Maybe I know Julian, but can't remember his last name. Julián López? ¿Será?
Es una señora, bueno, es una muchacha Julia, se llama Julia, pero no la conozco.
¿Y habla español?
Sí,
Oh. Julia, ya sé con quién está hablando. La vamos a esperar, ¿ok?
I got that case number,
Tenga
Judge.
paciencia. On
Okay.
Mr. Cox's
Mr.
case.
Pouillon? Yes, 671507, page 6.
Thank you. 671507, page 6.
I would think that's him. Julia Hernandez, counselor?
Sí.
Why am I don't understand page 6. I'm looking at page 6, and this is very different. I do not have a Julia Hernandez on my page.
It says Pedro Pouillon on it as his name.
Pedro
Yeah.
Pavón.
Pavon, yeah. But
It's
my page 6, and it says November 15. Okay, that's the problem. I'm looking at the wrong side, maybe. I double used both of these pages. That's what it is. Because I was having trouble finding people before. Okay. Okay. So we'll just wait for your. Vamos a esperar su abogada. Está en otra audiencia. Y pero usted ha hablado con ella, ¿verdad?
No, nada más una ocasión que me dijo que iba a hacer corte este día.
Ok, muy bien. Vamos a esperarla, ¿ok?
Ok,
Gracias.
gracias.
Hi, Judge. May I approach when you have a second?
Yes, Ms. Lefton.
I was here yesterday on Xavier Fernandez, and I know I left too soon. So I did just meet and speak with him. We are on the same page. So it's kind of the same thing I said yesterday. He has a pending felony. We would like a reset date for January, where I hope I have everything resolved by then.
Great. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, he had expressed the fact that he had wanted to talk to you. So
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you for helping it happen sooner rather than later.
thank you. And so he is not here today, I don't think. Was he here?
He was in custody. Yeah, I just met with him. I don't know if he left the meeting totally, but he was in custody, and we just met in a breakout room. And so if I'm excused,
Absolutely.
I'll
Thank
wait
you
to get a
very
new
much.
date. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great
wonderful
holiday.
afternoon. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, Mr. Schaefer, how are we doing?
Good, Judge. I've turned in the paperwork to your clerks in your office, and we're ready to do the plea on Mr. Anthony Freeman.
Okay, great. All right, and I got myself mixed up here because I used both sides of these sheets to save paper, and I was looking at the wrong side for a second, but I've got it straight now. Okay, we are ready
Yeah,
to do that.
he's not on your docket today, Judge.
Oh, he's not. Okay. All right, let me just get myself in good order here. That's what happens when I don't staple them together. Okay, here we are. So let me find that paperwork so I can sign it. And we can do that plea. I'm going to go to another screen to find it. Oh, you had given me the number of his case. Give it to me again, please.
The case number is 661036.
Yeah, okay. I had checked earlier, but that was too soon. Let me check right now.
Judge, I don't believe that this paperwork was done through Adobe Sign.
Oh, okay. So then I need to go to Outlook. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that heads up. Okay. Okay, so Mr. Schaefer, let me ask you a question. What did you do with the paper after you finished signing it?
I took it to the clerk in your office, Your Honor.
Okay, great. All right. So, Aleda, do we have that paper so I can sign it? It was
Oh, I'm
scanned
sorry.
to me?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I just popped in. I was with the other gentleman.
Oh, okay.
I was in a breakout room. What paperwork are we looking for?
Mr. Schaefer's case 661036. He's in the courtroom, wanted to do a plea, and he did it there, and then he took it to the clerks so they could scan it.
Oh, okay. Well, let me look for it, Your Honor.
All right, please.
The defendant is named Anthony Freeman.
Freeman.
Freeman. Yes, Judge.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Got it.
Let me check with the clerks. I don't have it. Let me see if they've done it.
All right.
At least this will give Cornelius Cox time to get here.
So are you all ready for Christmas?
Not at all.
I think it's going to be a very different Christmas. Nobody's shopping. There's nobody at the malls.
Well, more and more
Okay,
people
Your
are
Honor.
shopping.
It was sitting in the basket, so it's getting scanned right now.
Thank you. Okay. We have a communication problem as a result of this pandemic. When you do the paperwork in the courtroom, and this is for Mr. Cox when he gets here, you're going to have to ask the clerks to please scan it so that we can turn it into Adobe Sign so I can sign it, and then we can finish up the plea. So if you just give it to them, they're just going to put it in a basket because for many reasons that I don't need to go into, but you have to actually ask them to do what you want. So they obviously got Adobe Sign working because I was able. So Mr. Catarusa is still waiting. I wonder what the status is on that.
The clerk is working on the Catarusa paperwork, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
No. The clerk doesn't need to send anything to Carruthers, does he?
It needs to go to the sheriff.
Sheriff's Department. Straight. And Mr. Schaefer, were we gonna need a data sheet on this or no? Because I didn't get one.
Well, 2 cases are going to be TIC'd, is that right?
You don't need a personal data sheet on this. Later, the agreement is a JSAT, and then the TIC, the 2 other cases.
Pretty easy to do. Okay. My desk needs oiling. It's very noisy. Shall I go to Adobe Sign, see if it's there later?
It just downloaded. It's in here. I'm just putting where to sign, Judge. Just give me about 1 minute or so.
You can't do it faster, Alita?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying.
I'm being silly. Of course, you're doing it as fast as you can.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Should be getting there.
They want to know how my experience with Adobe Sign is. I'll wait till I'm going to withhold my opinion till we get done today. I got it, so I'm going to sign it now.
You got it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great.
Okay. Oh, okay. I don't want that yet. Okay. Perfect. Mr. Fernandez in 16A, in room 2, is asking for help, Aleda. Is there any way you can go and do that?
Yes, Your Honor, let me do that.
Okay, this is what I want to do. Let's see. Custom. 1. So, we are good to go. Let me get out of here. Okay. Mr. Freeman, would you please unmute yourself and start your video? Is he in the courtroom, Mr. Schaefer?
He is, Your Honor.
Okay, we're ready to proceed on this. Ms. Sanchez, are you or Mr. King going to do this? It's cause number 661036.
I'll go ahead and take care of it, Your Honor.
All right. All right, so Mr. Freeman, I'm going to ask you, please, sir, to raise your right hand so I can swear you in. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you, sir. You may lower your hand. This is cause number 661036, the state of Texas versus Anthony Freeman Jr. Counsel, please make your announcements.
Karina Sanchez for the state.
George Schaefer for defendant.
Are you Anthony Freeman Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You've been charged with the offense of evading arrest or detention as a Class A misdemeanor. The range of punishment for that. And Aleda, do you happen to have a copy of it?
I'm back. Need it.
Happen to have a copy of it?
Yes, Your Honor,
Okay, well, if you could share screen.
right away.
All right. So we're going to look at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. Mr. Freeman, you see that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the range of punishment for that is up to 1 year in Bexar County Jail and or a fine up to $4,000. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now I see on the one that number 4 that you lined out, if I am entering a plea of guilty to this charge, it is because I am guilty and for no other reason. You are pleading no contest, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're going to go to page 2 where it shows your signature. It says defendant's signature. Did you sign that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by signing that document, you're waiving your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, as well as all those other rights listed in that document?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have an agreement with the state and I follow it, but later on you change your mind, you want to take back your plea, you can only do that with my permission, but I do not have to give that permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, then you can take back your plea, and nothing you've said or signed for today's hearing can be used against you. Also, you need to know that if you enter a plea of no contest to this charge, I can still find you guilty of this charge. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Mr. Schaefer, have you had an opportunity to discuss a charge with Mr. Freeman?
I have, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
He does, Your Honor.
Has he been able to assist you in his defense?
He has.
All right. I approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
Your Honor, the agreement is a $0 fine with court costs, 2 days in the Bexar County Jail. Credit for time served, the time and money to run concurrently. This would satisfy the judgment. The state has agreed to TIC. Cause number is 637780, which is
It's a possession case.
thank you. It is a possession of a controlled substance, PG3, less than 28 grams. And the state has also agreed to TIC cause number 647111, which is an evading arrest or detention.
So, Mr. Schaefer, is that your understanding of the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Freeman, before I take your plea, you understand that for this offense, you are going to get credit for 2 days of being in jail. You will get credit for time served, etc. But how old are you, sir?
I'm only 20.
How old?
I'm only 20.
You're 20?
Yes, ma'am.
When's your birthday?
July 23rd, July 23rd.
Okay, so you just turned 20 last July?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I don't know you, and I haven't read the file. All I see is what's before me. I am concerned, sir, that you are not having to do any probation or anything to sort of get a better understanding of what can happen when you're accused of things like this. Because once I take your plea, you are going to have a conviction for this. You know that, right? I'm sure your lawyer told you that.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'm not sure that you understand what that really means in your life. Because it's going to follow you. If you're going to get a job, people are going to have a problem with that, right? And if you want to go to school, if you want to become a teacher, if you want to become many, many kinds of careers, because you're only 20, you really don't know what you want to do yet. My whole point about this conversation is, what did you learn from this, sir?
I learned that I need to start thinking about my actions. I need to change the people I hang around. I was gonna move with my mom into Temple, Texas. After all this was handled, I was gonna go out there and start working, find a job, like a warehouse job or something. I just learned that I need to start moving better and moving with different people, like people that can help me with my surroundings and help me get into a better environment.
Right. Well, that I'm very happy to hear that, because I just feel concerned for you in your future with this kind of conviction, because it's always going to be something that's going to follow you. The police are going to know if you're speeding that you've had this in your past. If you skim through a red light, before they even stop you, they're going to know you have this. So it's going to really affect your life in the future. Do you really want to do this? I just want to be sure this is a knowing and voluntary plea that you are entering.
Yes, ma'am. I understand what I'm doing, and I'm taking the consequences for my actions. If they have to look into my background and see what I did, I can probably help and show them I've changed, and living that lifestyle, and keep dealing with this. Because I was on house arrest for 2 years fighting this case, and I've been in the house and I couldn't work because every time I asked to work, I would ask you to work and you would tell me I'd have to ask my lawyer. And when I'd ask my lawyer, he'd tell me to ask the PO. I've just been trying to get a job so I can work and just stay out of trouble.
I'm sorry to hear that. because you know, you have a right to share your feelings, and the problem is that you know, I'm not your lawyer, and I'm not, you know, um, I'm not going to ask you stuff about, you know, your past and so forth, because until now, this just does concern me. But I hope that your future is better. I really um, am doing this because you're telling me this, you've thought this through, and this is what you want to do. You're telling me that you understand what the consequences are going to be. Um, and that you're going to try to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, Mr. Freeman, I want to wish you the best of luck. So, to the offense of evading arrest, detention, as a Class A misdemeanor, which means that you could have gotten up to a year in jail, so it's pretty serious. I'm going to ask you, what is your plea?
No contest?
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Well, I will accept your plea. And is there anything? And so I'm going to assess a $0 fine plus court costs, 2 days Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money run concurrent. JSAT is the court's finding. Taken into consideration are 2 other cases, 637-780, 647-111. And so I mean, this may seem like this is a good resolution for you, but you're going to be super, super careful in the future, sir. You do not jaywalk. You don't do anything that's going to get you, uncalled for attention, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right, so anything further from defense?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. Okay, sir. Well, I have followed your agreement, Mr. Freeman. That means that you do not have a right to appeal. I hope that everything turns around in your life and that you will find one day maybe you'll come back to court as a juror, right? Maybe things can work out positively for you. So at this time, this hearing is adjourned. You take care of yourself, Mr. Freeman, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You too.
Thank you. All right. All right, so we are still waiting for Mr. Pavon's attorney. And
that would be Gloria Hernandez, and that case will be reset due to something she emailed,
Julia Hernandez, right?
Yes. Let me see again.
Why don't we recall it tomorrow?
Okay. And I think he's Spanish speaking, Your Honor.
Yeah, I get that. Well, he understands some English, right, Mr. Pavon? Do you understand some English?
No hablo español.
Oh, no entiende nada de inglés?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, there's a felony pending, waiting indictment.
Okay, okay. Vamos a posponer esta audiencia. What day, Aleida?
Your Honor, do you want to give the 216 since Miss Hernandez is moving apparently? I don't know if it's from house to house or somewhere else, but indicates that he's a Spanish speaker and has a felony pending, same incident.
Okay, so we don't know if she's going to continue to be his lawyer?
I can call her later on this afternoon, but at this
Yeah.
point, maybe February 16th.
Okay, Ok, señor Pavón,
Sí,
la
dígame.
próxima audiencia va a ser febrero 16.
16 de febrero.
Sí, y tiene que presentarse sin falta, porque cuando no se presenta, cuando hay corte, y necesita usted estar presente, porque si no se presenta, hay mucho riesgo que entonces va a hacerse una orden para arrestarlo. ¿Ok? No
De- no,
queremos
me,
eso, ¿verdad?
no me presente donde en las...
Así como está ahorita, va a recibir otra invitación para presentarse por Zoom en la corte. Pero lo que quiero decirle es que necesita presentarse sin falta. ¿Ok?
Ok,
No quiero
sí,
que tenga riesgo que vaya a ser una orden de arresto.
sí,
¿Ok? Ok,
ok.
muy bien. Y usted tiene el número de teléfono de la señora Hernández, ¿verdad?
Así es.
Ok, usted le va a decir que va a regresar el 16 de febrero, ¿ok?
Ujú.
Y se comunica con ella para que ella sepa todo lo que usted necesita ah,
A
decirle
ver.
sobre su caso, ¿ok?
Sí, porque yo no estoy enterado de nada sobre mi caso. No he
Ok,
tenido comunicación con ella para nada hasta el texto que me mandó, que
eso
tenía
es.
corte hoy.
¿Y lo recibió hoy?
Sí.
Oh, okay. Okay, we need to find out if she's going to continue to be his lawyer. Okay, entonces usted tiene el número de teléfono de ella, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Okay, okay. Okay, nos vemos entonces el 16 de febrero. Gracias.
Muchísimas gracias. Tenga buen día.
Buenas tardes. Ok, igualmente.
Bye.
Y se puede retirar.
Ok, gracias.
Gracias. Okay.
And is there a person in the courtroom waiting on something? I noticed there's a gentleman or a lady in the very back.
Mr. Cox is on his way here. He said 10 minutes, but that's 10 minutes
did
to get
say
here
10
and
minutes.
30 to park.
Right. That's
And
some
Your Honor,
reality.
I went ahead and sent you Mr. Catarusa's court directive.
Okay, and so I need to sign that, huh?
Mhm.
Okay, let me find it on Zoom, on the Chrome, on the Adobe sign. Yeah, I was wondering why he was still here. I was going to ask you that. Signed it.
Yes, Your Honor. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay. How you doing this afternoon?
I'm good. How are you?
Could be better. Yes, I was hoping to talk to my attorney, and I asked the officer if I was going to be talking to him because I haven't spoke with him since yesterday, since I got arrested.
Right.
And my concern was that I never got magistrated down here, and I really don't know what the charge is for.
Right. Well, the problem is that an order was signed by, a warrant was issued by another court.
Yes.
And so there was some confusion as to who could withdraw that warrant.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what we ended up doing is setting aside the order that I had signed previously to have you psychologically evaluated as a result of your prior attorney's request.
Yes,
So
Your Honor.
we set that aside, so that just got rid of the warrant. So
Okay.
basically, you
Okay.
still have the primary case pending. It's just that now you don't have to worry about that warrant.
Okay, so the warrant's been lifted. I should be getting released.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do we have a court date on the primary, or you don't have it on you on hand? I'll ask my attorney. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure I gave it to Mr. Trevino yesterday.
Okay.
And he's a very good lawyer. You're in very good hands. So I'm
Okay,
sorry this happened, but it's just been a real problem with this pandemic where it's
I understand.
communication's
I
not very
completely
good.
understand.
So
Okay, that sounds good. My issue is that last night I broke my arm and I'm not getting any kind of medical attention in here.
God.
Yeah, I'm not getting any medical attention in here, and I just so I was just kind of wanted to talk to the attorney, see exactly what was going on.
Right. So how did you break your arm? What happened? I mean, I don't know if you want to tell me, but
Sure. I mean,
how do you know
it was my old guy. It's popping every which way possible. I can't pick it up over my head. Yeah, it's popping. It's popping also. I mouthed off to an officer, and it was my fault. He just basically everything that happened yesterday. I was so confused. I didn't talk to the attorney. I didn't know what was going on, and I hold my composure for as long as I could, and it's just I let it get my pride get the best of me, and
well, your attorney did work on it, and unfortunately, I was in another hearing until, my God, it must have been 5:30 or even close to 6 last night, and so I was not available to handle anything else. So
okay, that's fine.
Unfortunately, it's just one
Yeah,
thing and another.
I'm just trying to figure out whether I should try to go from here or wait till I get out, because I mean I haven't had any sleep because I couldn't sleep on it.
Oh yeah, no. I think you probably ought to take care of it as soon as possible. I don't think you should wait.
I can try to tell
I'm not
the
a
officer.
doctor, but okay. Let me talk to the deputy,
Okay,
please.
thank you. Sure, you want to talk?
Good afternoon. Thank you. This is Judge Saldaña. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you, Judge.
Okay. So apparently he's got some injury to his arm. He's got a lot of pain. Is there someone there that can treat him or give him some attention for that injury
Sure.
now?
What happened?
I mouthed off.
Okay. Are you done with the inmate?
Yes, sir, we are. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Let me see what I can do.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Cox, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Judge. There's some
I got you. You already have.
okay. I'm just waiting. They need to send me some obstruction paperwork. Is that it?
Right here.
Okay. I think the available.
That probably is going to come on Chrome. I'm going to go over there and see if I can find it.
They're just gonna fill out the paperwork, Your Honor, but he's conferring with the state right now.
He's gonna sit right here and talk.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Let me take a 2-minute break here. I'll be right back.
You're unmuted. Camera's working. Okay, just waiting for her to come in.
Okay.
All right, you should be good to go when they sit down.
Okay. I'm here. All right. I need the obstruction paperwork.
He's muted. You're muted, Mr. King.
Okay. Yeah. So the obstruction paperwork I don't have.
I can email it, so you can print it out there if you like.
Email it to Elena.
Send it to Elaine. All right, the obstruction part. I got everything else, but I need the obstruction. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just gonna mute. Okay. I mean, he's upstairs on 5.
Yeah.
You can burn it down.
Oh, I probably, yeah, he could have burned it.
Right down to you, yeah.
Met him at the elevator. All right. Cool. I'm gonna start writing it out and then I'll let me get. Are you vaccinated already or no?
Aleda, I'm going to send an Adobe signed document to you, the obstruction paperwork for this case. I'm just going to put you as the second signer. You can just print it out and then give it to defense counsel.
Okay, Ms. Sanchez, I'm sorry, I don't know if you were talking to me a second ago.
No, Judge, I was just letting Aleda know I was going to be sending obstruction paperwork to her
Yeah.
so she can print it out and let defense sign it in the courtroom.
Oh, okay, because I was going to look for it on Chrome. I thought maybe it would come in that way. Okay. But then they're going to have to just scan it and send it to me. Okay, that's fine.
I'll wait for it.
All right, thanks.
Ms. Sanchez, have you sent it already?
No, Leda, it takes a second to fill out the obstruction paperwork. I'm working on it. I think I'm sending
rush.
Court 9 though, ccourt9@bear.org. I think that's the email address I used.
Oh, huh. Well, we need to let them know because they were fixing to take off.
I can replace the signer. It's no big deal. Would you like me to send it your email address instead?
If I'm gonna print it, yes.
Okay, no problem. It'll come to you in about 10 to 15 seconds.
Okay, thanks. My goodness, are you sending me the whole file?
It is a lot of paperwork.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a States Exhibit 1 that's attached to the paperwork, so that's that's probably what it.
Yeah, I got one on somebody named, what was the name today? That I got like 30 pages.
So the judge only signs the, where it says the oath, the waiver of appeal? Is that the only document the judge signs?
No, I think there's a couple of places.
Yeah, there's I'm looking at it one sec.
On Heriberto Tamés earlier today. And it's like, I swear, there's like 30 pages.
Oh, yeah, there's another one. Okay, I just don't want to send her all of it. Oh, let me just.
It needs to just be printed out and given to defense first, so that way they can do it all too.
Let me do that. I'm heading out.
Understand that regulation is part of the deal we got, not find out. That doesn't have to go on.
Okay, Mr. Cox. Okay, sir. I've got your paperwork ready right here. You just give me what I need to send back to the judge.
I just wanted to do that.
Thank you.
All right, now, hey, this is a whole book.
I know. So just whatever the judge needs to sign, that's the one you're gonna give me right back so I can send it to her right away. I will be good to go.
All right, so, to this United States. Phrase is that if you have an application for probation, would have to look part about it. If you complete the probation, sorry, you get heard, and this is basically that have judge in the court. This is basically that if the judge goes along with our brief, then what will happen is that can't come back and say, no, or I'm right now. And this is basically back for probation about, and also everything here, right? That's right. All right, this is package information. There's actually, however, he's up there. Okay, all right. Do you have a car?
Yes.
And what's your home address? 21011 Spanish Grant. Spanish? Yes. Spanish what? Grant. Grant, Grant? Yes. And that's San Antonio? Yes. What type of vehicle you got? It's a Ram 1500. Oh, bro. Yes. Okay, you know the license plate? Okay, and basically, what you're saying is that, tell them that whatever car you operate, you gotta have one of those things, okay? So, you don't have a plate number, you can get from them. So this time, yeah, that's just saying that the car you got, that's the car you're gonna drive.
Alita, did we get that straightened out on a Dominic Armour that was in custody?
It just says that on patrol, it's actually just vehicle Highway 9, his Paramount, Fred, is the approach, is the state still on?
Yes.
All right, they sent me this paperwork.
Yes.
I don't see the blood results.
On, what did you get, Discovery? Mr. Cox?
Yes, ma'am.
I thought you were waiting for the plea paperwork. Oh, it's the obstruction, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Paperwork
But
that you got?
yeah, but normally they got everything about the blood consent with the tests, the results should be in his plea paperwork, but it's not in here.
Okay. Ms. Sanchez, can you
The
help us?
blood paperwork isn't going to be admitted, Mr. Cox.
Why not?
Because I'm not admitting that into evidence.
I'm sorry.
Do y'all need to go in a breakout room and talk? Was it exculpatory, Mr. Cox? Is that why you wanted in?
No, no, no. I mean, they give me everything about the consent and the blood. And I just thought it strange that if they did all that, why not put the blood results in?
But the use it, right?
The blood alcohol content has little to do with the obstruction of a highway, which is why we're not
That's
presenting.
fine. Okay, that's fine.
So I'm still looking. I was over at Adobe Sign to look for the obstruction paperwork.
All right, I got it, Judge. I'm sending it now.
Okay. I'm waiting for it so I can sign my part.
Yeah, he hasn't given it to me yet.
Okay.
I'm on my way back. Oh, one more, too.
Hey, Judge, an off docket matter. Tomorrow we have a motion to suppress scheduled at 1:30. I didn't know if you wanted to do that in person or via Zoom. I didn't know if you were going to be in the courtroom, considering the COVID test. I just wanted to touch base.
Yeah, well, my COVID test was negative, so there's no real reason why. Although I still feel nervous about going. But yeah, I can be there in person. It's at 1:30, right?
Yes,
So,
I believe so.
yeah. I mean, does the defense attorney care one way or the other? Do you know?
I think defense prefers in person.
Okay. Well, then I'll be there in person.
Okay, Judge, thanks.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to, you can't tell, but I have been trying to finish by noon. So, I'll have to make a note that I cannot go beyond 12 tomorrow. So, okay. So I am going to get that obstruction on my Adobe sign, right?
I think it would be just like the other plea. It would need to just be scanned into you.
Yeah. Maybe a lid is working on it. I don't know.
Oh, y'all together? Oh. Which kind? Who? Here? Okay, yeah, they'll be back. So, Judge. Oh, I'm sorry. Good. Yeah, call me. What's going on? Oh. In the back or in the courtroom? Okay, all right. I appreciate it, Jeff. You know. All right. All right. All right, thank you.
I just sent it, Your Honor.
Okay, great. I see it. Thank you. All right.
Did you call me?
Okay, let us do this now. Let me get back there. Okay. Mr. Baruman? Can I have Mr. Baruman come to the front of the court? Are you going to do this, Mr. King, or is Ms. Sanchez going to do this?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, this is cause number 658650. All right, sir, will you please raise your right hand and be sworn? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. You may lower your hand. This is cause number 658650, the state of Texas versus Adrian Baruman. Counsel, please make your announcements.
Jeffrey King on behalf of the state.
Cornelius Cox, attorney for the defendant.
So are you Adrian R. Baruman? Is that how you say
Yes.
your last name, sir?
Berumen.
Baruman, yes. Are you Adrian R. Baruman?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You've been charged with the offense of obstruction of a highway. And are we going to be able to put on the screen a copy of the defendant's waiver of constitutional rights? Okay, so this indicates to the court that the information has been amended. Is that correct, Mr. King?
That's correct, Your Honor. And we would move.
Go ahead, sir.
We can move to waive count 1 and proceed with count 2.
Waive count 1. All right, then it is that way. Thank you. Court approves. Except that the court does want to make one minor amendment on her own accord. Instead of obstruction of a highway, I would like to change that to obstruction of a roadway. Any objection?
No objection, Judge.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. So, Mr. Baruman, you see on that document the range of punishment, the potential range of punishment, up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail and or up to a $2,000 fine. You understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to go to page 2. This is a document you reviewed with your attorney, right? And on page 2, is that your signature, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by signing this document, you are waiving your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, as well as all those other rights listed on that document?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have an agreement with the state and I follow it, but then later tonight or tomorrow you change your mind, you want to take back your plea, you would need my permission to do that, but I do not have to give that permission. Do you understand that, sir?
I do.
If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, then you can take back your plea and nothing you've said or signed for today's hearing can be used against you. Mr. Cox, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Mr. Baruman?
Yes, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has he been able to assist you in his defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
I approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. And before we move to that, we'd also like to move to admit State's Exhibit number 1.
No objection.
I'm sorry, tell me that again. I didn't hear the whole thing.
We wanted to move to admit State's Exhibit number 1.
No objection.
I'm still not understanding. State's Exhibit number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. And what is that exhibit?
It is a copy of the police report and the facts that substantiate the obstruction of a roadway.
Okay, and there's no
No
objection
objection.
to that? All right. So
No
that
objection,
is-
Judge.
That is admitted. It is received, okay?
Okay, and we would ask for 12 months of deferred adjudication, $600 fine, probated $400, court cost, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP, ignition interlock for half of the term, and 36 hours of community service.
That's correct, Judge.
36 hours community service?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so, Mr. Cox, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Baruman, to the offense of obstruction of a roadway as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
I will accept your plea, sir. I'm not making any findings of guilt. I will place you on deferred adjudication for a period of 12 months, assess a $600 fine. However, $400 of that fine is probated, plus court costs. You are to complete the DWI education course, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, and install on your vehicle ignition interlock for what, 1/2 term of probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, for 1/2 term of probation, and to do 36 hours community service. So I want to add to that, Mr. Baruman, that I will give you 18 hours credit on your community service requirement if you have been or you become fully vaccinated for COVID with proof to the probation department. And it is strictly an option, but it can get you some extra credit on your community service. Is there anything further from, well, let me tell you one more thing. Deferred adjudication can be a good thing. If you keep all your promises, you will not have a conviction. However, you need to know that the court expects you to comply 100% with all the terms and conditions of your probation, because if the state files a motion and I find sufficient reason to follow it, then I can give you that conviction, revoke your community supervision, assess up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail, and you would have a very limited right of appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything further from defense?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor.
I have followed your agreement, Mr. Baruman, so that means you do not have a right to appeal. At this time, I'm sure that you filled out, I do not have a copy of it, but you filled out a personal data sheet. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, so do you swear that everything you put on that personal data sheet is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a very important document because if the probation department needs to get a hold of you and say something comes up that it's important, they need to be able to reach you without any problems. And it's for your benefit, quite frankly. All right, so I'm going to ask you at this point in time, we're going to adjourn this hearing. I want to wish you the best of luck, Mr. Baruman. This is a great opportunity to make sure that your path is changed for the good. If you complete this probation successfully, maybe you will never have a reason to be back in a courtroom like this, other than perhaps as a juror or something like that. Positive, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so want to wish you the best of luck, sir, and this hearing is adjourned. I'm going to ask you to meet with Mr. Corey Richardson, our CLO, in a breakout room. You will get that prompt in, well, they will help you get that done in the courtroom, because he's going to give you important information of what to expect and how to proceed, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. The best of luck to
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. This hearing is adjourned.
Mr. Cox, you can bring him up so I can talk to him.
Okay, bring him back up to the.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have him in another break room and in my desk, Mr. Cox, right there next to the bailiff. It should be there already.
Okay.
Where
Can
I
you-
sit, he should be.
Okay, the
there.
bailiff's in now. They want to put him in a breakout room so he can go
Okay.
talk to probation.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be in breakout room 1, Corey.
Thank you later.
We're already there.
Well, I'm going to head over to the courthouse, and we'll see you all in a little bit.
So we are excused, Your Honor.
Sure. Y'all have a great lunch, even however it is so late.
See right here. There he is.
Great, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
See you tomorrow.
It's off.
You hear me, Corey?
you.
Okay.